Hey everybody! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah. This is a channel about cross stitch. I am going to start, that was a really short intro, but I'm going to start this video by saying I might be out of it in this video, and we're going to get into life stuff first really quickly because I want to explain why I'm going to be out of it, and many of you might have already seen, if you know me on Instagram. On Facebook, I have posted in like one group, in our Crystal Academy group, what happened this morning, but essentially I was driving to work and somebody blew a stop sign at, I was driving and they were coming this way, blew the stop sign and T-boned me. I spun through the road. Luckily, nobody was hurt. I'm fine. Still kind of like frazzled and going through the motions of calling claims companies and insurance and all that. So I finally we got the information that her insurance company is going to take liability, which obviously because she definitely was the one who caused the accident. But we're not sure if my car is totaled or what. It's, under its investigation right now. I just got off the phone multiple times trying to figure out my rental car situation, because I am getting a rental and her insurance is paying for it, but the rental company kept on saying that I was paying out of pocket, and I was like, no, you're wrong. So it was just painful because I've been calling them back and forth and kind of being this middleman, and then they finally were like, we're gonna call the rental company, and they called them, and they pretty much figured out that the problem was that they, for whatever reason, one of the places had me as my old last name, and one of them had me as my married name, and I was like, I never gave them my old last name, so why do they even have that? But we figured it out, so I'm finally going to be going to get my rental car this afternoon, and I can go to work, but I'm filming this now because I'm home alone. My husband's at physical therapy. I'm home alone. I can't go anywhere. I don't have a car, and it's raining drastically outside, so I was, when we got in the accident, I got out of my car, did the whole thing, but it was pouring down rain, and I didn't have an umbrella because I didn't expect to have to get out of my car in the middle of, the road. So it's been an interesting Wednesday, but I'm fine. I'm just a little bit frazzled. So if I'm like frazzled through this video, it's because my brain is not in really the right place, and I'm not really sure why I'm filming this. I think it's purely because I want to just make sure I have it up. And I did get work done, so I do have some things to share. I need to charge my phone. Charging not available. Okay, I can't charge with this case right now. I gotta go get my other case. Apparently that case is like broken from, I just got this thing, and apparently it's wet because of the rain that was getting all in it. Anyway, I don't know what I was saying. So anyway, we're gonna get into WIPs. I have four things to show you, and then I also have a little tiny bit of haul, not too much, unless there's stuff in my mailbox right now that I haven't gone to check because I don't feel like going outside in the rain. I'm also you've seen me in this location like maybe twice before, but it's because I'm home alone. I'm just filming downstairs rather than upstairs. So as you can see, it's beautifully raining outside. My hair, I wash it. So some people know I wash my hair like once a week. It doesn't need more than that. I dye my hair, and I don't want the hair dye to, come out, and it's red, so it's very easily washed out. It is a permanent dye, but with red it fades really quickly, and so I washed my hair once a week, and I was like standing out in the rain going, oh, this is like another hair wash that I don't need. Like 2 washes a week, which is nothing. Like most people wash their hair like every day, which my hair would die if I washed it every day. But it's just a little bit frustrating that I had to stand outside in the rain for like, I don't know, for a while. And then because I leave before my husband gets up, like he wakes up, I was calling him and calling him and calling him, and he would not pick up the phone because he was still sleeping. So I probably called him like 7 times before he finally picked up the phone. And I was like, look, I need you to come get me. I'm not walking home. I could have walked home, but it was raining and I didn't want to do that. So all that being said, let's get into my WIPs. So the first thing that I'm going to pull out, I think this was finished. I think this was homework that I finished last week after my video, because I think before my video I had done half of my homework, and then I finished my other half of my homework Thursday or Friday, I can't remember. But either way, you haven't seen this yet. So the first thing is my homework for last week. Oh, and I used this for homework for last week was somewhere you'd like to have a picnic. And so I used this for that prompt. And this is a Canine Sanctuary charted by Charting Creations. The artist is Nicky Beohme. It'll be in the description box, as per usual. And here is what it will look like and where it was last time. And then here is where it is now. So I got a decent little chunk done. I did 500 stitches because that was the homework prompt, to do 500 stitches. And so we're starting to see a lot more of the window. The window's almost completely done. There's another window like right here in the front, and I think there's a third one over. It's like it does this like thing. Anyway, that looks like nothing. That looks like nothing to you. And then we're starting to get some more of the roof. And then this is like a sun spot on the roof. So, and then there's one more page above this one. So eventually I'll finish this page. It's just taking a while. But yeah, that's 500 stitches. And I think it's looking pretty good. I like it. All of the fabric information will be down below if you're interested in that. Okay, the next thing I'm going to pull out is the next thing I worked on, which, as usual, is Mulan. So every time I'm finished homework, if I'm not pulling out Baker Street, I will pull out Mulan because it needs to be done this year. I mean, it doesn't need to be done, but that's my goal, is to get it done. I think I will get there. I am sad to report that I did not make it to 50%. I will today. I'll make it to 50% today, but I did not make it before the video. I'm at like 49.3 something. And I have done a couple of stitches on this today. I'm not counting those until next video because it's been like, what, 30 stitches or something? I don't know. It hasn't been very many because I've been on the phone with insurance companies all morning. It's not even morning anymore. It's afternoon. But so this is Mucha Mulan. The pattern is from NeniSweetPatterns on Etsy. The artwork is Hannah Alexander. And here, you know what I forgot to do? I already put it in, the comparison photo. And here is the, what am I trying to say? Here is what it will look like and where it was last time. And that's a something. Here it is now. So I don't remember if last time I had finished the page. I don't remember. But I have finished the page now. And I'm like a good chunk into this next page. This next page ends down here. because this is where I started doing my feathering, and obviously I didn't feather for this page, but I will continue feathering, carrying forward. Moving forward, continuing on, I don't know. But yeah, she is coming along. Her whole top half, I mean, not the whole top half, but like, obviously this is all done. His little, I was going to call them antenna, but I don't think that's what they are. His little whatevers were not done last time. They weren't completed, but I did get those completed. And the confetti hell over here is almost done. There's like a little tiny bit here, and then we've got like this guy. He's over here too. This thing is over here as well. And it's not super confetti, but it does like change, as you can see. It does like change colors almost like this dress does. But eventually this dress turns into mostly yellow. You would have seen it already, but it turns into mostly yellow. So it's getting there. We're almost at 50%. We will be at 50% next time you see it. Well, we'll be over 50% next time you see it. But I did 1,731 stitches on her. That finished out a cabin. And now I'm starting another one. So yeah. That's all I did with her is the cabin and Zombie Run. Zombie Run's been done. I'm like, I think it was 12 miles that we had to go this month. I'm at like 32 or something. I've run a lot of miles away from these zombies this month, purely because I subbed in Mulan. One step closer to getting that 500, right? I'm not going to do it. I missed all of January. Because I didn't start Zombie Run in January. Okay, the next thing is my wedding piece. Oh, the comparison photo. Stop forgetting about the comparison photo. Duh. Comparison photo of Mulan. There you go. The next thing is my wedding piece. Really quickly, I know I said it on their videos, but, and I'll try to link, if I remember, I will link these two channels down below. And I know people have, shouted me out before, and I try to, like, say their names, and I was late to the party on both of these. One a lot later than the other one. But I want to shout out Tamara. Tamara, what is your channel name? I'm blanking. Hold on. Hold, please. Let me look. Wait, what is happening? She is... Where is she? PD Stitcher. I knew that. I don't know why it took me I'm gonna say it is car accident brain. That's what's going on right now. So Tamara is PD Stitcher. I want to thank her so much for her lovely shout out. I know a lot of people really like seeing the wedding piece, and she mentioned my wedding piece, and I'm super proud of my wedding piece, so it's really fun to hear when people talk about it. I don't know, it's just fun. And then I would also like to shout out Selena. She is, Selena, I'm gonna butcher your channel name. I'm not sure I'm gonna say it correctly, but Bobo Handcrafts? Boo Boo Handcrafts? BEU Handcrafts. Selena, again, I'm really sorry. I watched a couple of your videos to see if you say it in your videos, and I didn't hear you say it, so I could be saying it very wrong. But I just want to say thank you also for the shout out and the lovely words about my wedding piece and just my projects in general. And absolutely, I am not the first person who's doing the comparison photos, so please go ahead, do the comparison photos. I think it's fun because you get to actually see, like, right next to each other what you've done and how much progress that you've made. So those are the two people I want to shout out, at least today. Please go give them some love. They're great. I don't always comment on people's videos when I watch them. I'm really sorry, because usually I'm stitching and I'm like, you know, too busy to comment. Sometimes I do. Like there are some people I watch like right before I go to bed because I know that's when they upload, and so I'm not stitching at that point because I'm going to bed. But I know that they're coming out with their videos around that time. But I'm thinking I just watched, this is so a rant, I'm so sorry, but I just watched Sarah King, Our Stitching Kingdoms video, where she was saying, you know, I don't always respond, or I don't always comment, or I don't always write like a long comment. And she puts her little penguins, they're not penguins, they're flamingos. She puts her little flamingos, and like the hearts, as a comment, and it just so you know that she's been watching, like she watched. I will try. I'll think of maybe something I can do that's something similar to that, so I don't have to write something really long. But you know, I was there, and then I watched, and you know, I appreciate your video. I also try to like videos. Sometimes I forget, and I just like move on to the next one, But I will start trying to get a little bit better at that, and like leaving, you know, random little comments if I don't write like a really long comment. So anyway, I just wanted to mention those two. Go give them some love. Yeah, definitely worth it. They have some really fun projects. And Selena, don't worry about your English. It's great. Your English is great. It's very understandable. At least I was able to understand. So don't worry about it. It's great. Okay. Wedding piece. After all of that. So for my wedding piece, I work on this on Sundays. Right now, that's the only day I work on it. But, you know, eventually maybe that'll change. I'm not sure. Right now, it's not changing. Right now, it's every Sunday. And until I get to my goal for the year, it's probably going to continue to be every Sunday. I mentioned this on my last like regular Flosstube update video. I'm having a time with this fabric. But here is, oh, I forgot to say everything about it. So this is a photo of me and my husband on our wedding day. It is a photo I used pixel stitch online to convert the photo to a cross stitch pattern. It is not really compatible with Pattern Keeper. You can put it in, because it comes as a PDF. You can put it into Pattern Keeper, but you have to draw the grids and you can't search for anything. But I like I mentioned last time, I like using Pattern Keeper, at least because you get to see the whole chart. You don't just see like one page at a time. So I use Pattern Keeper for it, even though it's not like compatible really at all. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay. So now here's what it will look like and where it was last time. And I didn't get so much done on this, and I'll explain why. But here it is now. So I didn't really do much of anything. I finished my nose. My eye is, I think it was almost complete or pretty much complete last time. And I started a little tiny bit of my mouth. So that's what it's looking like. I only did 400 stitches on this. And that is purely because I was not feeling well on Sunday at all. I didn't sleep well the night before. I think I ate something that didn't agree with me. And I think I know what it was. But Sunday I just was not feeling good. And so I stitched a little bit, and then I decided I was going to clean a little bit and try to get up and moving, walked the dog, and then tried to stitch a little bit more, but only got 400. So for me, 400 is like, on a Sunday, absolutely nothing. Because usually I can get up closer to 800, 900, maybe even 1,000 on a Sunday. So it is what it is. But again, it's 400 more stitches than I had. My nose is done. I think it's looking really good. It's so funny to look at me here and me here with no eyebrows and like no makeup and everything. So I promise this is the same person. I mean, you can see like my eyes squint. Look, I'm just kidding. But yeah, it's looking good. So 400 stitches. I'm still at like, I don't know whether I'm at 12 or 13%. Whatever. I think I'm at 13 something because the goal for the end of the year, before the end of the year, is 15%, I think. Yeah. So, and then here's the comparison. And then the last piece that I just finished homework with for this week is my dog's piece. And this is a piece by Mystic Stitch. It's called Dogs. The artwork is, I always forget this. Richard, it's not Richard. Let's see if I can find it. The artwork is one of these days Howard Robinson. So this is artwork by Howard Robinson. And here is what it will look like and where it was last time. And again, this is a piece that I had restarted, and I'm very glad I did. I'm enjoying it so much more now that I've restarted. I had originally gotten to like over 20,000 stitches, and then I was like, I hate it. So it was the fabric. It was not anything else. It was just the fabric. So because I started that one in the middle, I threw the whole thing away and I restarted. So here is what it looks like now. So it's so much nicer than the first video of the year, this year, where I had restarted. Like there was like 200 stitches right here. Now you can actually see there's a dog coming into the picture. You can see him much clearer now. I think he's a Saint Bernard. And I did 1,001 stitches on this one. The homework was, there's 3 prompts you could do. The first one was 1,000 stitches on something that's heavy, or on a piece that has something that's heavy in it. Then it was, you could do 500 stitches on yellow, like yellow floss, but the word yellow or gold had to be in the name of the color, which I could have used Mulan because like the whole background is yellow, but I don't know, because of the way I work, I didn't want to have to like keep track of the yellow. So if you're a cross-country stitcher, like that works fine because you're just like, oh, let me pick up a yellow and just do all of that color. Well, I don't do that, so I wasn't about to try to keep track of like how many yellow ones I'd done and amongst all the other ones. So I just, no. And then the last one that you could do was 250 stitches in metallic gold floss. And I don't have anything with any metallics. Oh, I'm so sorry. Apparently my body is now like revving down from the adrenaline that happened earlier today. But I don't have anything with metallic floss. So I was like, I have dogs, which needs work. Like it needs to be worked on. And it could be, and then if you didn't have any of those things, side note, if you didn't have any of those things, you could work on your oldest piece and do 1,000 stitches on that. Well, this is my oldest piece. So it could have been either. I had to do either 1,000 stitches on something that's heavy or 1,000 stitches on my oldest piece. I was like, well, I'm doing dogs, and either A, it's my oldest piece, or B, like St. Bernards, any kind of like mountain dog, they're usually really big and heavy. So that works. In my opinion, I'm like, if you're like a 100-pound plus dog, like that's a heavy dog. So that's what I did. I'm very happy with this. I think it's looking really, really good. This is another one that I'll be giving away. So Mulan is being given to my best friend for her wedding. And then this one I am also going to be giving away eventually when I finish it to the shelter that I adopted my dog from as like a little gift. I hope that they'll hang it. They usually do. They get a couple pieces of artwork from people and they hang them in the shelter. So I'm hoping that, they'll hang this one. I think it's something that's worth hanging. So, and if they don't, well, I'll take it back and I will keep it. But yeah, that's that. That's all of my WIPs. Here's a comparison photo. That's all of my WIPs. So this week was also kind of a slower week, and because work is picking back up and we're going back into the office, it is going to start getting a little bit slower. I'm still up in the 3,000, 4,000 range, but I'm not getting that 5,000 stitches like I usually do, or I did before. So this week I did 3,632 stitches total, and I did remember to post on Instagram on Monday. So if you follow me on Instagram, my photos are there. The numbers are a little bit different because, and also the projects are a little bit different because I'm counting on Instagram, it's Monday through Sunday, and then on YouTube, it's Thursday through Wednesday. So, yeah. Okay. Or I should say it's Wednesday through Thursday. No. Wednesday through Tuesday? I don't know. My brain is broken. My brain is broken. Okay, so that's that. What else do I wanted to do? I wanted to show off my little bit of haul. Oh, you just got a sneak peek. So, I mentioned maybe 2 videos ago that I bought some more silks from Silks For You. They're so fast. They have on their website, like, it could take up to whatever, 6 weeks or whatever. It's 2 weeks later. Every time it's like 2 weeks. It's really quick. So I finally got in the mail. I'm very excited about it. It's a little bit different than I thought it was going to be, but I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it. So here's what I got. Don't mind the white threads. They're just keeping it all like attached. But I don't know if that's like accurate. I can't tell. I would say it's a little bit darker pink. But it's pretty. I mean, it's pretty close. But here it is. Here's my silk. It's so pretty. So I am using this, or my plan is to use this for the Linen and Threads mystery sampler from 2017. I never did it because it wasn't to my taste originally, but I really like it now for whatever reason. Like my tastes, as I've mentioned before, my tastes have changed. So I am going to be doing the Linen and Threads mystery sampler from 2017 that is no longer a mystery. But I'm going to do it anyway, and I'm going to use this. And I'm going to use a fabric that I just have in my stash. It's kind of like a tannish natural color. So I think with this floss it'll look really good. And then the nice thing is that I'm planning on doing the 2018 one maybe eventually, and I could probably get away with using the same color with the same fabric because they're similar styles, and so we could they could be like sister pieces, brother pieces. They could be familial pieces. But yeah, I think it's really pretty. I'm really excited about it. I love the Silks for You Hanks. I'm so excited. Okay, I think that's it. Is that all of the things I need to show you? Yes. So a couple of other random little things. I do want to do a couple, not a couple, I want to do I have two new to me Flosstubers, and I think that they're known and they've been talked about. I've heard of them from a couple of other people, but I believe that they've only recently like uploaded their first videos, and I was just watching them. So the first one is Emma X Stitching. She uploaded her first video, I want to say, like this week, maybe a couple days ago, and I watched it. It was really fun. It's really nice to like get to know kind of a couple of people if you know them on Instagram or you've seen their stuff on Instagram and they're finally coming over to YouTube. It's just fun. And especially for me, because I'm not on Instagram as often, like I don't really do Instagram. It's fun to watch the videos of people where it's like, oh, now I don't have to go to Instagram to go see them. And so yeah, she's new. She's not new to the stitching scene, obviously. She has been around a little while on Instagram, stalking, lurking, I think is what she said, or you know what we say, you're a lurker. And then the other is Stitching Jenny. And she just filmed her first Flosstube about a week ago. And I'm slowly kind of watching that one. I haven't finished the first episode. I haven't finished watching the video, but I can already tell I like her, so I'm gonna watch both of theirs. If I haven't already, I'm planning to subscribe, and I'll be watching out for their videos. I would like to start kind of doing these new to me, like, shout outs. I know people do them, and I think it's really fun. And I've met a couple of new people, you know, listening to a couple people's shout outs. So if I can give you more people to watch, because there's not enough people to watch already, I will. The other thing I want to say is thank you so much for your support with the True Crime Stitchy Time video. The first one I did. I do plan on doing more, but I wanted to make mention that I won't only be doing True Crime Stitchy Time Stitch With Me's. I will probably do a switch between regular Stitch With Me's and True Crime Stitch With Me's so that I can, you know, I can appease the wider audience. Because I know not everybody wants to listen to the true crime stuff, but they do like to watch the Stitch With Me's. So I will be kind of switching back and forth between the two. So the next Stitch With Me, and I'm going to try to get more regular because of the setup that I had the other video. I'm going to switch it to the other side, I think, so you can actually see what's happening. But the setup was really good in the last video. I could see what was happening for the most part. You guys could see what was happening. I think if I move the camera to the other side, you'll be able to see everything, and I'll still be able to see, so I think that worked, and because I've figured that out now, I'm more okay with doing the Stitch With Me's. And then most likely I'll just be doing like either tags or answering questions or just talking, because I don't ramble enough in my regular videos. I'm going to use my Stitch With Me's to ramble more. But yeah, so I'll be doing that. I'll still be doing my once a week updates, but you will be getting some more true crime, and I think the next one, knock on wood, the next True Crime Stitch With Me will be a little bit better. I was all over the place in the last one, and I think it was because I didn't prepare my notes in a way that was easy while I was stitching, so I've made notes for the next one that I think are a lot better. It's going to be a little bit more like I can just go through exactly how it is on my notes, and I don't have to like flip pages and do things. I will need to flip pages because it's multiple pages, but I won't need to flip pages like back and forth to find where I'm supposed to be. So hopefully the next one is going to be better. But thank you everybody for enjoying and commenting on the last one. I had fun with it. And I'll try to, in the next one, I will probably put like a little blurb in the description box so that if you're not sure if you can watch it, because I know some people can't watch some things, and I might like do a disclaimer at the beginning, just because I don't ever like put up pictures or anything, because I don't want to do that. It's too much work. It's too much work in A Stitch With Me. It's easier when I'm doing these updates, but it's too hard in A Stitch With Me to like put up pictures and edit and do stuff. I don't want to edit those. I just throw them up. But I might make a disclaimer at the beginning, like a verbal disclaimer, and I might put a disclaimer down in the description box and put a little like blurb in the description box about what the video is going to be, what we're going to be talking about, so that people are able to decide whether they can listen or not. If you don't want to watch any of them, that's fine. My regular Stitch With Me's, if you want to watch a Stitch With Me, you can go ahead and watch my regular ones. Hopefully there'll be more of a schedule with those. They're not just going to be like whatever I feel like. Yeah, I think that's it. So after this, not too long. This was not too long. 35 minutes. It is what it is. I think that's everything that we have. I'm going to go sit down and try to get my brain working again. It's struggle busing. I'm going to try to remember to put up the mentioned channels down below. Oh, I forgot to say, so I've been working out. I haven't been working out. I walk the dog on occasion. But I've been trying to figure out hashtags, because if you're not aware, I'm going to be starting a couple of Stitch With Me's next year with a couple of friends. They're not like, they're just, mostly they'll probably be more Start With Me's than Stitch With Me's because, we all have too many things to work on. But next year I am, if you don't already know, because we both talk about it, I feel like all the time, we are going to be, Corinne and I from Grace Notes Stitchers. Look at me, I remembered this time, even though my brain is broken. Corinne and I are going to be starting Amazing Grace by Tilton Crafts. It is Tilton, right? Yeah, it's Tilton. We're going to be starting that next year together. Well, she's already started, but I'm going to be starting it next year, and we're doing it as a stitch along. And she's pausing on it until I start it next year. So she's already done like 500 stitches, and then she's taking a pause, and then going to like restart. She's not restarting, but she's going to pick it up again next year when I can start it. But I've been thinking of a hashtag that we can use, and I know at one point I think that Colleen, her daughter, had mentioned that we could do something like hashtag Amazing Grace TC. But I was looking on Instagram the other day, and there are a couple of options, but the one I like the best, that isn't used on Instagram is hashtag Amazing Grace piano emoji, like the actual piano emoji, Sal, S-A-L. So it looks like this. Oh, can you see that? So it looks like that with the little piano emoji. I like that. Corinne, let me know, because I think that could be fun if we have a little emoji in our hashtag. And the other Sal I'll be doing is one that if you're in Crystal Academy on Facebook, it's a group on Facebook, it's a game. If you haven't heard about it, there's a couple people playing that have YouTube YouTube channels, and they mention it quite a bit. Thank you all for mentioning it. Lucy, Caitlin, and I are the headmistresses there, and we all have a pattern. We all three of us have a pattern that we wanted to, well, I think I was the one who wanted to do this, and they're kind of on board. But I was like, I want to start a sal with you guys. So I ended up actually purchasing the pattern for myself, showed it to them. Lucy loved it. Craziness happened. Somehow we all three of us ended up with the pattern. And so we're all going to start it next year. Well, okay, lies. Lucy's started it already, but that's okay. The rest of us, we're all going to really start it next year. And I think, and I mentioned this to them, but we're going to be using the hashtag CA Headmistress Sal, because I think we're the only three doing it. But if more people want to join in, we are doing, what is it called? Honeymoon Sunset by the Cross Stitch Studio. We're going to be starting that. And if anybody else wants to start it, we can change the name of the hashtag. But if you're interested in seeing the progress, if I remember to ever post progress pictures, that'll be the hashtag that we'll use, because all three of us are Crystal Academy headmistresses, so CA Headmistress Sal just made sense to me. And then the last one that a couple people want to join in on already, and we just started kind of talking about it, and I mentioned it in my last video. Tess from Tess Stitches here on YouTube, on Flosstube, we are going to be working on a project together. We're going to be selling something, and she won my giveaway last time, my rack giveaway last time, and we were talking, and we were like, oh, we both really like this. And it's a Heaven and Earth design, and it's new. It was just charted, and it's called Magic Book. It's the newest the newest one. It's one of their new releases. And so I mentioned on the photo of the release on Facebook, I was like, Tess, is this the one? Like, is this our sal? And she was like, absolutely. And then a couple other people have mentioned, oh, I'd love to join in. So we're going to be starting that next year. It's called Magic Book. It's a Haid pattern. I don't remember who the artist is. Sorry, I'll have that next time. I'll show you what it looks like, though. I haven't showed any of the other ones. That's fine. It's fine. Here is what it will look like. Super fun. Oh, you can't see. Hello. Turn down my brightness. I've been told that's the way to work. Okay, yeah, that's much better. So that's what it will look like. So if you're interested in joining in on this sal, we won't be starting it until next year. All of these aren't going to be really started until next year. But this one, I think maybe we name it, and Tess, let me know if you have thought of any other hashtag that you want to use. But hashtag Haid Magic Book Sal. That's also, it's not being used on Instagram. So I know that it's a free hashtag that we have claims to if we so desire. But I don't know. I think those are fun little hashtags to use for my three sals. I truly think that's it now. 10 minutes later. Yeah, I think that's it. So I will talk to you all next time. Well, actually, I might talk to you guys on Friday or Saturday, depending on. It could be I mean, it might upload on Sunday, because some of my Stitch With Me's, because they're not so long. Because I upload them from my phone, they do take a little bit longer to actually upload. So I will try to video them on Friday or Saturday, and if I do it on Saturday, it might not actually upload until Sunday. Either way, you'll probably see a Stitch With Me, and it'll be a regular Stitch With Me this weekend. So until then, I will talk to you all in a little while. Have a good one. Bye, guys. Hello.